Hi, I'm Michael. I work at Barretts of Woodbridge, and in this short video I'm going to give you a few tips on how to choose a bed. So let's go inside. The first thing to consider is the kind of spring unit inside the mattress, and there are two main kinds. This is the open coil spring unit. It's been around a long time. It was invented in 1865, and basically it's a series of open coils connected together in a frame with a helix running through. Now, there's nothing wrong with this system. A lot of our beds use this as their spring unit. A more recent innovation is the pocket sprung spring unit, and this is where you have a series of individual springs. They're all loosely connected in their own fibre pockets, and the advantage of this is that, as you can see as I press down, the springs mould to the pressure so they can better support your body frame. Another advantage is if in a double bed or bigger, if one of you has a bad night, you can see I'm really pushing down here and there's very little motion over here, so there's very little motion transfer as well. So this will generally give you a better night's sleep than the open coil. The other thing to consider is the usage of the bed. If it's a guest bed, not going to get much use, you might want to consider going for open coil. If it's for yourself, for full-time use, then we'd strongly recommend you go for a pocket sprung. The only thing is, because there's more manufacturing involved, then pocket sprung beds are generally a little bit more expensive. There's one more thing to note about a pocket sprung. If you ever quoted the number of springs, it's always in a 5-foot size. So usually you start off at around about 1,000, and for some of the better beds they go up to 1900. The next thing to think about is the type of layering above the spring unit. Now, this is a really good example of the inside of a bed. It's a cutaway. It's a pocket sprung spring unit, as you can see in here. Happens to be a Hypnos. And these show the types of layers that you can have on top. Some of the sort of entry-level beds will have 1, 2, 3 types of layers, and they usually be wool or cotton, maybe horsehair. This has got cashmere as well and white fibre, and you can see there's several layers. So this is a sort of top-end bed. Another type of layer is, of course, memory foam, which I'm sure you've heard of. Its proper name is viscoelastic polymer. And all our memory foam beds have either an open coil or a pocket sprung unit, and then a layer, usually about 6 centimetres of memory foam on the top. So that's another option. One thing to think about with memory foam is that they can't put the perforations in the foam like they can with something like latex because of the nature of how it works, and therefore it's difficult for the heat and moisture to dissipate. With other types of foam, they put lots of holes in and the heat and moisture can dissipate away. Memory foam, it's a bit more difficult, so some people do complain about heat or a build-up of heat with memory foam, but lots of people swear by it, so you know, by all means give it a go. So once you've decided what kind of mattress that you want to go for, the next thing to consider is the base that the mattress goes on, sometimes called the divan. Now, you can go for a bedstead which has got wooden slats, or a firm top which is a hard board. This particular bed here is sprung edge, so it's actually springs in the divan itself. Makes the bed feel a bit more comfortable. Also gives the mattress somewhere to go when you sit on the edge, so it prolongs the life of the mattress. And the final thing about the type of base, if you go for a divan, then you can go for drawers as well for storage. So there's lots of configurations that you can use as well for that. So we've talked about the kind of spring unit inside your mattress. We've talked about the layers on top of the spring unit. We've talked about the type of divan. But the most important thing you really must do when you buy a bed is come in to whatever shop you choose to go to and try the bed. Have a good old lie down, spend as long as it takes. Any good shop will cater for this and will encourage you to do this as well. Take your jacket off before you try the bed, unless of course you actually go to bed with your jacket on. That's far enough, madam. Don't worry about taking your shoes or boots off. We have these handy mats here on all our beds. Don't try the bed if you're feeling really tired, as they'll all feel great. And to finish off your lovely new bed, we do a wonderful range of headboards, including wood, cane and fabric headboards. Here at Barretts, we really do want to help you, so if you've got any questions, you want to try our beds, please do come in. We'll talk to you in an awful lot more detail about the types of beds that you can have. There's many more options that I haven't had time to go through now, so please do pop in, we'd love to see you. And one final thing, everyone at Barretts wishes you a great night's sleep. And one final thing. And one final thing. And one final. No. And one final thing. And one final thing. And one final thing. Everyone at Barretts wishes you a great night. And one final thing, everyone at Barretts wishes you a great... And one final thing, everyone at Barretts wishes you a great night's sleep.